Hello everyone, today we are going to explore on a very important property of positive integer named as Euclid's division algorithm from the chapter real number. This topic is covered from the class 10 NCERT, that is CBSE syllabus. So before I proceed to our topic, let us recall what are real numbers. Real number is a value that represents on a line. They are denoted as capital R. Real numbers includes all the types of numbers such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Euclid's division lemma. Lemma means theorem. If a and b are two positive integers, then there exist unique integers q and r satisfying that a is equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r and r is less than b. Let us consider an example. Suppose a is 45 and b is 6. Then when we divide 45 by 6, in the table of 6 there is no 45. So we have to take 6 sevens are 42. When we minus 45 by 42, we get the remainder as 3. Now, as you know, we have to satisfy the division lemma, that was a is equal to bq plus r. Now we have A, we have B. Then what is Q and what is R? Q is nothing but the quotient. What is Q? Q is the quotient. And R is the remainder. Now we will see whether the division lemma is being satisfying with this example. Now I will write A. Instead of A, I will write 45. Instead of B, I will write 6. BQ means 6 multiplied by Q is quotient, that is 7, plus R means remainder, that is 3. Now if we carefully look at the right hand side, it is 6 into 7 plus 3. Calculate this. 6 into 7 is 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. That means we are satisfying the division lemma. As you know that a and b is positive two integers, we have to satisfy this a is equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than equal to r and r is less than b. So a is dividend, b is the divisor, q is the quotient and r is the remainder. To satisfy this particular unique integers q and r, 0 should be less than or equal to r and r should be less than b. Now here we will see by this example whether this is satisfying or not. So here r means remainder. Remainder is 3. 3 is greater than 0 and it should be less than b. B means what? The divisor. B means the divisor. So 3 is less than 7. So yes, the condition is satisfying that 0 should be less than the remainder and the remainder should be less than the divisor. So guys, Euclid division algorithm is not only useful for calculating the HCF of very large numbers, but also because it is one of the earliest examples of algorithm that a computer had been programmed to carry out. So guys, the remarks for Euclid division lemma is, the first remark is the Euclid division lemma and algorithm are so closely interlinked that the people often call former as the division algorithm also. Although Euclid's division algorithm is stated for only positive integers, it can be extended for all the integers except 0. That means b should not be equal to 0. However, we shall discuss these aspects here with the following examples. Now we will see one example. Use the Euclid's algorithm to find the HCF of two numbers, which are they 125 and 45. Now we will go to the solution, how to write the algorithm. Algorithm means step by step writing or procedure for solving any problem. Now we are going to compare two numbers 125 and 45. Comparing these two numbers, 125 is bigger than 45. Now why we are comparing these two numbers? Because we have to divide. Okay, so to find the HCF of 125 and 45, first step is to compare the two numbers. So 125 is greater than 45. Then here we can apply division lemma. Now where we will apply this division lemma? We will apply division lemma to 125 and 45. Now what we will get? We will get 125 is equal to, we have to write in the form, A is equal to BQ plus R. So 125 is A and B is 45. Now here I am going to divide 125 by 45. While dividing 125 by 45, don't forget that we are going to write in the form A is equal to BQ plus R. That means we are going to divide 125 by 45. Now in the table of 45, 45 twos is 90, which is the least number below 125. Now when I divide 45 twos are 90, I have to subtract 125 minus 90. So what is 125 minus 90 is 35. Now I can write here in the form of this A is equal to BQ plus R, that is A is 125, B is 45, into quotient I got 2 plus remainder is 35. Is it 0? No. We have performed division since childhood. So the division ends when it comes 0. So here 35 is not equal to 0. Now we are going to go on the next step then. What is the next step? We have to write here, since 35 is not equal to 0, now we apply division lemma . Now where we will apply this division lemma? We will apply this division lemma to the remainder, and the dividend will be 45. So keep in mind, when we are going on the next step, we are not going to consider this 125. We are going to consider the next number, that is 45. So 45 and 35 is your new quotient. 45 will be the dividend and divisor will be 35. So we are applying division lemma to 45 and 35. Now we will divide 45 divided by 35. In the table of 35 there is no 45, so we are going to take 35 ones are 35. After subtracting, I get the answer, or the remainder is 30. Again we are going to write in the same form, A is equal to BQ plus R. So here A is what? 45, which is equal to BQ. BQ is what? B is 35, that we have the new divisor, into quotient is 1 plus remainder is 10. Again look here, that 10 is not equal to 0. Then we are going to go on the third step. Same step we are going to apply. Now we are going to write, since 10 is not equal to 0, again we will apply division lemma, and now division lemma will be applied on the new divisor, and what is that? Our remainder. So we will apply division lemma to our since 10 is not equal to 0, now we apply division lemma to what? We will apply division lemma to our new remainder and the new divisor. What is the new remainder? 10, and the divisor is 35, which will become dividend. So 35 and 10. Now I will divide 35 by 10. In the table of 10, we don't have 35, so we have to take 10 threes are 30. When I will subtract 35 by 30, the remainder is 5. Again I am going to write in the same form, A is equal to BQ plus R. So what is A over here? A is 35 is equal to, divisor is 10, into quotient is 3 plus remainder is 5. Keep in mind, each time the remainder changes into the divisor and the divisor changes into the dividend. So guys, see here again we are having the remainder 5. That means we are not reaching 0. Again we are going to go on next step. Same step we are going to apply. Right here again, since 5 is not equal to 0, we apply division lemma. Now who is the quotient? Who is the dividend? So since 5 is not equal to 0, we again apply division lemma. Now here our new dividend will be 10 and the divisor will be the remainder, that is 5. So we will apply division lemma to 10 and 5. Again I will divide here 10 by 5. Now in the table of 5 there is 10, and when it is 5 2s are 10. Then now we will subtract 10 out of 10, we get the answer 0. Now we are going to write this in the same method as property as A is equal to BQ plus R. A is again here 10, B means divisor is 5, into quotient is 2 plus remainder is 0. When we get the remainder 0, we are going to stop our procedure, and hence our procedure is, hence we stop our procedure. Now remember, whenever we stop our procedure, the last divisor is considered as the HCF. So what is the last divisor? Last divisor is 5. So our HCF is 5. Now we will cross check whether our HCF 5 answer is correct or not with the help of prime factorization method. Which method? Prime factorization method. For prime factorization, first I need the multiples, product of 125. So how I am going to take here? See, 125, 5 25s are 125, then 5 5s are 25, then 5 1s are 5. In the same way for 45, 5 9s are 45, 3 3s are 9, and then 3 1s are 3. Wherever we come at 1, we are going to stop our prime factorization division. Now here I have written 125 in the product form 5 into 5 into 5, and 45 as 3 into 3 into 5. Now in the both the sections, in 125 and 45, only 5, this number is common, and common factor 5 means the HCF is 5. That is, HCF is also known as GCD. Means greatest common divisor. Which is the greatest common divisor in both of the numbers? Only 5 is the greatest common divisor. So HCF is 5. So our answer is correct. We see second example. Using the same algorithm method, we are going to find the HCF of 4052 and 12,576. Now see here what is the solution of the HCF. First step is to compare the two numbers. Again, when we compare the two numbers, as we can see here, 12,576 is bigger than 4,052. Then what is our first step? We have to apply the lemma division. Apply lemma division. To which number? To 12,576. So in the form of A is equal to BQ plus R, I will get 12,576 is equal to, B means the divisor is our 4052. In the table of 4052, 3s are, then the remainder is 420. I get the answer 12,576. As you can see here, r means remainder 420 is not equal to 0. We will jump on the second step and write here, since remainder is not equal to 0, that is 420 is not equal to 0, again we will apply lemma division. We apply lemma division to which number? Our divisor was 4052, so here the dividend will be 4052 and the remainder 420 will be the divisor. So what I will get? I will get 4052 is equal to 420 multiplied by 9 plus 272. Again here see guys, 272 is not equal to 0, that means we are going to have third step. So again we are going to write I'll just write in short, 272 is not equal to 0. The same lemma method will be applied. On which number? 420 and 272. Is it 420? Are we going to take 420? Yes, we are going to take 420 because the divisor was 420, so divisor will be get converted into dividend and the remainder will get converted into divisor. So what we will get? We will get 420 is equal to 272 multiplied by 1 plus 148. See, the same method is going, previous method and this method is same. We are going to reach till 0. So again here it is 148 which is not equal to 0. The same lemma division method will apply for the fourth step, and then our the remainder will become the divisor and the quotient will be divisor will become the quotient. So here the new number we get is 272 and 148. What is the a is equal to bq plus r form for 272 and 148? For 272 and 148, it is 272 is equal to 148 into 1 plus 124. Again see here guys, 124, this is also not equal to 0, that means we are going to go on again fifth step, and here the dividend will be 148 and the divisor will be 124. So the when applying lemma to this fifth step, we get 148 is equal to 124 into 1 plus 24. Again we are not reaching 0, then we are going to go on sixth step. So 124 and 24 will be the dividend and divisor. So the lemma, when applying lemma method, we will get 124 is equal to 24 into 5 plus 4. Now we are reducing it, right? We are getting the remainder in the reduced form. The last step, seventh step, we will go. The dividend will be 24 and the divisor will be 4. What we will get after applying lemma method? 24 is equal to 4 into 6, that is 4 6 are 24 plus 0 will be the remainder. So here our procedure will be stopped, and the last stage of the divisor is 4. So our HCF is also 4. To find out what is the number of burfis that can be placed in each of the stack, for this we need to find the HCF. HCF of 420 and 130. To find HCF, what is our first step? First step is to compare the number and then apply the lemma division method. So when we compare 420 and 130, in 420 is bigger than 130, so we have to apply lemma division method on 420, and we have to write in the form, don't forget we have to write in the form of a is equal to bq plus r. So if I divide 420 by 130, I will get 420 is equal to 130 into 3 plus 30. That means 130, 3s are 390 and 30 is the remainder. Next step, what is the next step? That since 30 is not equal to 0, again we have to apply the lemma method, lemma division method, to get. Now here what will be the dividend and what will be the divisor? Dividend will be 130 and divisor will be 30. That is the remainder. So we will get 130 is equal to 30. 30 is the divisor into 30 is divided by 130 by 4 plus remainder we get 10. Again 10 is the remainder, that means it is not equal to 0. So we have to jump on third step. Again we have to write, since 10 is not equal to 0, we again apply lemma division to get. What we will get now? We have to apply lemma division on 30 and 10. So we will get 30 is equal to 10 into 3, that is 10 3s are 30 plus 0. Now we have reached 0, that means our procedure is stopped. So what is the HCF here? So HCF of 420 and 130 is 10, because 10 is the last divisor that we have used. So therefore seller can make stacks of 10 for both kind of burfis. So the answer is, the seller can make the stacks of 10 for both Kaju and Badam burfis. Is it clear now? I guess this example has proven the Euclid's lemma division property, and I guess you have been understanding. So guys, let us move to example number 4. Here we have to show that every even positive integer is of the form 2q, and that every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1, where q is some integer. Okay, so now let us see the solution. Let a be any positive integer and b is equal to 2. Then by Euclid's algorithm, according to Euclid's algorithm, a should be equal to 2q plus r, because we know that a is equal to bq plus r, and a is a, b is 2, and q plus r is the same as it is. So for some integer, q should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and r should be 0 or 1. Why r should be 0 or 1? Because r, we have kept here condition that r should be greater than or equal to 0, or r should be less than 2. So what we will get? We will get a is equal to 2q for 0, and a is or 2q plus 1 for 1. Okay, so if a is of the form 2q, suppose a is of the form 2q, then a is the even integer, then correct, a is an even integer. Okay, so if a is an even integer, we know that lemma's division can be performed only for positive integer. Okay, so for positive integer, either for even integer or for odd integer, the positive integer for even integer will be 2q, and for odd integer it will be 2q plus 1. Okay, so also a positive integer can be, we know that a positive integer can be even also and odd also, can either be even or odd. So therefore, for any positive odd integer, the lemma's Euclid algorithm will be in the form of two q plus 1. Okay.